How's this new conditioning program that we heard about yesterday helped you?
Yeah, it helped a lot actually. You know, my position personally as a DB, constantly running, so I'm trying to stay in the best shape I can, like year round. Especially playing nickel, being in the box, I got to take a lot more hits, so that means I have to like be in the best shape possible. So yeah, doing the running that we did over summer definitely will help.
You mentioned nickel. Is that going to be kind of your exclusive role this year? I mean, and does your role change at all with the new defensive coordinator?
Yeah, my role does change. I'm moving around nickel and safety. I've always known multiple positions since I've been here, so yeah, I'll be moving around nickel and safety.
You got one of the younger defensive coordinators in college football.
Right.
What's he been like to work with?
He's been awesome. I mean, just getting a new perspective on what he sees from the game, bringing the NFL knowledge. I mean, Coach Lynn lives, breathes football ever since he was young. I mean, he's moved around from different positions in the NFL. Coached linebackers, coached corners, coached safeties. His dad was a coach. He coaches with the Niners. So, I mean, just getting his perspective, picking his brain, it's been awesome.
Being so young as he is, does that help him relate to you guys?
I think it does. Coaching as a business, I think, has been older, as we've seen, especially for myself growing up. I've always had older coaches, so having somebody who's younger, I mean, it makes it a lot easier to relate.
What would you say is the toughest thing about being a defensive back, especially someone who's moved around like you?
Right. Toughest thing. I would say having reaction skills, in the sense that everything's moving on the fly. As a DB, you got to kind of, along with linebackers, you're really like the captain of the defense. You got to analyze formations, look at splits, get everybody aligned, and then you have to focus on your technique, your footwork, your eyes. So just, I think all of that plays a part in reactionary skills, so I would say that's the toughest part.
With Lynn coming from the NFL, working with safeties,
Right.
Has he said anything to you that has helped you to improve or tweak your game?
Personally, I think just having slower eyes. Coming from the NFL, he talks a lot about schemes and like offenses. Like last night, we were actually talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and how he had to like prepare for them. Is like one of the toughest offenses in the league. So just as a DB, you gotta see everything, but also see a little at times. So if you see too much, your eyes might be all over the place. So just like focusing on your responsibility at that certain play will help you like lock in better.
So a lot of it has to do with vision and focus.
Right, exactly.
You guys added a couple summer arrivals, Jordan Anderson, Zeke
Yeah.
Thomas. What are your first impressions of those guys?
Oh, those guys are great. I mean, they've come in, they've been eager to learn, asking questions, flying around. I think the biggest thing they've caught on is just the effort that we give at practice. So just like running to the ball after every play, giving full speed, even though they might not know the scheme yet. So that's been the biggest thing that stood out.
Are there any particular strengths they have that already caught your eye or anything?
I would say their attention to detail. So, I mean, going into any new system is hard. You got to pick up a lot of new things. Maybe terminology may be different. So just locking into those little small things, asking certain key questions that, like younger guys might not see yet. So they're already there in that aspect. So just like stacking days for themselves. Yeah.
Just as overall as a defense, do you think that it's going to look significantly different this year, or just are you guys trying to do kind of the same thing, just a little bit better than last year?
Always trying to improve with anything. I would say this defense this year is going to focus more on attacking the ball, in the sense that our effort's always going to be fanatical. We're always going to be running, getting 11 hats to the ball, but more or less nothing's really changing. And from that side, at the end of the day, it's all about effort, how hard you play, and can you play harder than the team you're playing against for longer.
And reflecting on last year a little bit, it seemed like once that Oregon game came up,
Right.
more teams challenging you guys on those fourth and short situations.
Yeah.
Mentally, how does that affect the defense, and what do you guys need to do to kind of make teams pay if they try to do that again to you guys this year?
Mentally, I mean, like, I think it's bring it on. Like, if they want to challenge us on the outside, bring it. I mean, we're ready to go. What was the second question? Sorry.
Just as far as trying to make sure that teams aren't able to do it as
Right.
successfully as they did.
I mean, I think it goes hand in hand with just the 3 layers of the defense. I mean, we've got a great defensive line. They're gonna get after the quarterback. We've got great linebackers who can fit the run, play the pass effectively, and then as a DB, it makes my job and our job much easier. Just having that confidence in your front guys, just knowing like if it's 4th and 4, like we got to play the sticks because we know we can. We've got Latu, we got the Murphs, we got Darius and Ale and Oladejo, Femi. So I mean, it makes it easier. It makes our job much easier.
Do you have any goals for the season?
Yeah, definitely. I think my main goal is just having consistency. And like I said before, I think that'll come easy with the guys that we have up front, the guys that we have at the linebacker position, just making sure I'm doing my job on each play, keeping my play on the same level, never getting too high, never getting too low, and just going out there making plays on a daily basis.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.